For this project, you're going to need a piece of paper. You'll also need a pencil, something to add color with. I'm using crayons, and scissors. Scissors are optional, and please make sure that you ask an adult's permission before using scissors and use safety scissors. Let's begin with our paper in portrait style. Bring the bottom of your paper up to the top and line up those edges. Press down nice and hard with your fingers and create a good crease. When you open it up, you should see a horizontal line running right through the middle of your paper. If you want to make a big card, you can go ahead and work with this piece. But if you would like to make 2 cards, you can cut your paper in half. Fold it over one more time, the other direction, and press it again. This can help you tear if you don't have scissors. Again, if you don't have scissors, just tear the paper along that line you created, the crease. If you do have scissors, again, ask an adult's permission and always cut away from your body, carefully. Cut your paper in half, and now check it out. You've got 2 pieces of paper to make 2 different cards. Set one page to the side and begin with 1/2. Again, it's in portrait, which is up and down. Take the bottom to the top and line those edges up again. Give it a good press. And now you have your first card. Now let's decorate the front of our cards. Remember, we're creating art with emphasis. Start by adding some lines to the front of your card. You can use any kind of line. For this one, I'm going to choose 3 diagonal lines that go across the front from one side to the next. After you've added your lines, pick a shape. I'm going to go with a heart, but you can pick anything you'd like. Make sure that shape crosses through the line. Make sure they intersect. If you'd like to add another shape, go for it. Again, it's your card. After you've added your shapes, it's time to make them really stand out. Let's begin with pattern. Pay attention to where the lines cross through your shapes as you add different patterns. I'm going to speed it up for a second, but you'll take your time. Fill those shapes with lots of patterns to make them really stand out, to emphasize that image in your artwork. Once you finish drawing, it's time to add some color. Let's pay attention to our color wheel for a second. Remember, the colors that live across from each other on our color wheel are called complementary colors, and they create some great contrast. Contrast is one way to make amazing emphasis in your work. I'm going to go with blue and orange because they're complements and will create a really good contrast. You can select different values of blues and oranges if you have them available, or you can just use one blue and one orange. Remember, if you're working with things like crayons or colored pencils, just change the pressure of the thing you're working with, and that will give you different values. I'm going with a blue background and bright orange hearts to make the hearts really stand out, again, to add emphasis. I'm going to speed up my coloring. You won't go this fast. Take your time and make some awesome art. And again, remember, you don't have to have a lot of colors. Simply changing the pressure that you put on a crayon or a colored pencil will give you a totally different value. Do you see how adding orange to these hearts is making them really stand out against the blue? It's emphasizing that image in my artwork by using contrasting colors and patterns. That's where my eye goes immediately. Now that I've finished coloring, let's write a message on the inside of our card. Again, let's emphasize our feelings about someone who's important to us. Emphasis is making something really important. So emphasize to somebody that they're important to you. Let me do another one so you can see how it would look with a different shape and line. Here I'm going to add some zigzag lines that go up and down, so vertical zigzags. And let's try a star. and you can make up your own mind about what you want to use in your own picture. It's your card. I'm gonna go back to my color wheel again. This time I think I'm gonna go for purple and yellow. That's a really great contrast too. Take your time coloring. Again, I almost forgot my patterns. Don't forget those. They'll make things really stand out. But again, take your time coloring. This video is sped up. It should take you a little bit longer. Have fun, be creative, and make something really awesome.